You have to walk the extra mile.
Okay.
Walk the extra mile to accommodate.
Let me go to Akshay Marathe and get a quick reaction on that. Akshay Marathe, you know, the Aam Aadmi Party seems to have stood on prestige in Delhi and lost out as a result.
Rajiv, it's too early to say that anybody has lost out. I have been on the ground since morning. I have seen what voters are saying. I've heard their voice, and we are confident of getting all 7 seats in Delhi. What has happened in the last few days is similar to what happened in 2015. I agree fully that there is a Congress vote in Delhi, about 10 to 15% maybe, but that vote has collapsed completely because the Congress voter realizes that only the Aam Aadmi Party can defeat the BJP. So it doesn't matter which seat people are voting on. We are seeing a spectacular turnaround and shift towards the Aam Aadmi Party, even by traditional loyalists of the Congress.
The Congress is saying exactly, it's very interesting you're saying that, because the Congress is saying exactly the opposite in those very words. Sanjay Jha, as you hear it, this could be an echo chamber of what you're saying, that our traditional Aam Aadmi or recent Aam Aadmi voters are switching back to the Congress. Here we were discussing perhaps the serious issue of whether the Prime Minister disregarded expert advice to go ahead with the Balakot airstrike at the moment that he did. The other subplot which is playing out is Aam Aadmi Party versus Congress on the ground. So rather than take advantage of perhaps the Prime Minister's occasional gap,
well, Rajdeep,
you're fighting each other.
No, but Rajdeep, at least I'm grateful that the Prime Minister did not say that he was in the cockpit flying the aircraft. We have to be extremely appreciative of the fact that at some stage he does exercise moderation. But on the 23rd of May, he will definitely need a cloud cover, as will the BJP. As far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, I'm telling you the simple and sum and substance of Delhi. There is an anti-BJP sentiment in Delhi. People there are very unhappy with, the GST, demonetization. The business class is not happy at all with the BJP. And although the BJP has a certain core bank that consistently votes for it, there is an erosion. The Aam Aadmi Party, I think, is, at the end of the day, the bickering between these two parties is created a very negative sentiment against them. So when the Congress party actually found itself the alliance not happening, we saw frankly a veritable opportunity. And we do believe, I'm not, Sheila Dikshit and Ajay Makan have both said we're going to win all 7 seats. You fight an election to win all seats. You don't fight to just be in the contest. I can tell you the Congress party is going to perform remarkably well. In a great number of ways in politics, our experiences, every opportunity is something that actually opens up doors that possibly you did not anticipate before. So yes, arithmetically, it made sense that a Congress-AAP alliance would get all 7. But let me tell you, even by fighting independently, the Congress party is a front runner in several seats.
But
so
I come back to a question, Mr. Jha, that I have asked. Is this election, Mr. Jha, let me just interrupt you for a moment. It's a question I've asked for the last few months. Is this election for the Congress about Congress maximization or BJP minimization? Because it appears both cannot happen. We are seeing Uttar Pradesh, and we'll be going there in a moment. There also there's a sense that the Congress has eroded in several constituencies the Gathbandhan vote.
Well, Rajdeep, your question is right. Actually, both the twin objectives are absolutely on the ball, but I would reverse the order. Priority number 1 is to minimize BJP as much as possible, which means maximize ourselves and wherever possible, obviously, our coalition partners potentially, and those who are also likely to be our post-poll partners going forward. The second part is building up for the future. Now, every critic of the Congress party over decades has said, why isn't Congress becoming a formidable force in Uttar Pradesh? And an election is the best time to get the organizational cadres, your network, your people, identifying future leaders. It's the best time to do that. And I think we have done that very intelligently. A lot of people have underestimated what we have done in Uttar Pradesh or even in Delhi. But I will keep my fingers crossed. We are very bullish. At the ground level, Rajdeep, we believe that the last couple of phases are going very strongly against the BJP. Narendra Modi attacking Rajiv Gandhi in particular will boomerang and will have a major pushback in Uttar Pradesh. This vulgar, vile, vituperative campaign of the BJP, I think the people are exhausted and tired, and the issues have really come back in the forefront.
You know, that's what you're saying. The flip side, of course, is that the Congress has allowed itself to get diverted from its own agenda of Nyaya and speak on every issue rather than focus on what its core issue is. Certainly, that's what I've found on the ground. Not too much of resonance for this Nyaya slogan that your party launched. But Vineet Goenka, you want to respond quickly to what you just heard Sanjay Jha say? Sanjay Jha is suggesting that the Prime Minister has used issues like Rajiv Gandhi, like the Virat controversy to divert attention from the core issues. Why not have a full debate on the GDP numbers? Isn't that a better debate to have? A more realistic debate on alleged fudging of data?
And I always see the strongest point of mine is that I work on the economical this thing. I'm a student of economics. So let me take you to the H.K. Khan Committee of 2006, which mentioned India only has 31% of the people who can have access to banking. UN was requesting us, please give access to banking. It took us 8 years. We did not do anything. Banking was getting expensive every day, whether it is ATM charges, whether it is minimum charges. It was not even in the time duration, either the geographical charges. It was Narendra Modi who came in 2014 and gave banking access through Jan Dhan. Now 97% of the population has the banking access. A. B. We have two prime ministers.
The biggest step, just a minute, the biggest step taken by the Modi government in the last 5 years was demonetization. Don't you think as he goes into re-election, he should have made that an issue on which he wanted a debate?
Of course.
He's pushed that to the background and brought in other issues.
We are there, his soldiers to do that. So I'm telling you, second point, two prime ministers, Rajiv Gandhi and Narendra Modi. One says, I send 1 rupee, only 15 paisa comes in the account of the poor person. Here we have put in direct benefit transfers. Transference to the utmost in Jan Dhan account through Aadhaar linking. 1 rupee you send, 1 rupee he gets. So now these two things, a failed prime minister who was on picnic when the country was going through Bofors, through Kashmir, through Bhopal, through Sikh genocide. Another a successful prime minister who says, मेरी बहन, मेरी माँ और मेरी बेटी को पैसा पूरा मिलना चाहिए.
Okay, so you're
दिल्ली की ये कांग्रेस का माँ बेटा बहन और बीजेपी की माँ बहन और बेटी इसमें बहुत
फर्क है. So you're telling me as Delhi is willing, Delhi is voting, you're saying the BJP has always been ready for an open debate on the economy.
Of course, please
as
come
to who's
to
handled the economy better, whether you've handled the economy better or the Congress.
Please
quick
go
reaction
to Lal areas
Jha.
of Delhi, the gas connection. That's what. And the Eastern Periphery Highway, which decongested Delhi, the Dhola Kuan Highway, which decongested Delhi. On the other side, you see Arvind Kejriwal stopping the work of metro.
Okay, very
not
quickly,
giving
Mr. Jha, because I need to move on. There are lots of guests. Very quickly.
Yeah, Rajdeep, very quickly, I can tell you two factors that are going to hurt us very badly. India's GDP is fudged. You can't imagine the destruction of our credibility in the eyes of the global world. Let me tell you, this is a serious, almost irreparable damage that a new government will do, and it won't be the BJP and the NDA.
Point number 2, suffering?
India's fiscal deficit. I did not interrupt you.
I'm talking to you facts.
Please do
Why
not
did
do
you
this.
overlook
Please do not do this. Let me finish. I have limited time.
We did 1.5% of the MSP.
Number 2, Rajdeep, India's fiscal deficit is at allegedly 4.52%.
Please tell me, why didn't you get reference?
India's fiscal
you made our
deficit
boys to fight the technology on the borders.
And if that is
you
true,
don't have any
then I can
the
tell you the Indian economy is
whether there
going
was a
bust.
Balakot done or not. You asked whether there was a surgical strike or not. How shameless.
Don't behave like an
Your Prime Minister is on picnic on Virat, whereas my Prime Minister works 21 hours a day, sir. That's the difference. You only see
wrong channel, time out. Gentlemen, producer, this cannot go on.